we have with us here on the next hour from 2 to 3 معانا Bahrain Institute of Banking and Finance. معانا أستاذة نور ومعانا أستاذة آية عثمان. أهلين، مرحبتين. مرحبتين أختي نور.
سلام، شلونكم؟
عليكم السلام، يا هلا، تفضلي. they're all yours.
Thank you so much. I'm just going to ask you قبل ما نبتدي, are you able to view our screen? تشوفون السلايدز?
Now we can't.
Yes,
We
yes.
can only.
الحين.
Now we can. Yes.
Okay, perfect.
الحين نقدر.
Perfect. Okay, ثواني. أنا عندي ال IT support معاي لأن نتأكد كل أمورنا تمشي تمام. Okay, so good afternoon everyone. My name is Noor Zikri and I represent the BIBF. I work at the academic center. I really know يعني at this point لما أنا أتذكر أنا مثلا متخرجة من الثانوي كان عندي يعني ما أعرف من وين أبتدي. It's very exciting to be in your shoes today, but at the same time you have to make a very tough decision. أي مجال تلتحقونه وأي برنامج تختارونه وأي جامعة تختارونها، فإن شاء الله إحنا نحاول كثر ما نقدر نساعدكم عشان تختارون القرار اللي يساعدكم حق المستقبل. طبعاً اليوم أنا و my colleague Aya will be presenting to you the academic programs that are offered by the BIBF. Okay. So this presentation will be divided into 4 sections. بنبتدي by who we are, our academic areas, our enrollment process, and then what sets us apart. So, مين إحنا كBIBF? What do we do? So, the BIBF plays a vital role in the training and development of human capital in the Kingdom of Bahrain. إحنا بدينا BIBF بدأ trains the bankers والبنوك اللي في البحرين. هاي كان الإيم مالنا. We train the bankers in the Kingdom of Bahrain. بعدين شوي عشان إحنا كقسمنا الأكاديمي بدينا إنه قلنا ليش ما we try to train the bankers at a much younger age, which is where we step in as an academic center and how we facilitate our services حق طلبتنا. ال BIBF اليوم يقدم a variety of subject areas such as accounting and finance, academic studies, executive development, banking, and leadership, management, insurance, Islamic finance, and information technology. يعني نعطيكم الصورة كاملة عالم البزنس، نحط كامل أي شيء له علاقة بالبزنس إحنا ندرسه هنا في BIBF. إنزين. So, who are we? Okay, but who we are. الحين we're just going to cover a few highlights لهم علاقة بالBIBF. فإحنا BIBF we've been established in 1981. We are a non-for-profit organization. We've been in Bahrain for over 41 years. We share a vision to become the institute of choice for business professionals. It gives us great pride to be governed by the Central Bank of Bahrain. So we're entrusted by the Central Bank of Bahrain, and we, till date, we have taught over 360,000 students worldwide to over 64 countries and counting. Okay, احنا نقدم over 600 specialized programs within the field of financial sector. Okay, we have established a global trust. يعني وصلنا العالمية. We've worked with World Bank, Amazon Web Services, Islamic Development Bank. And what's important to focus on is إن البرامج الأكاديمية اللي إحنا نقدمها للطلبة كلها معترفة من قبل التعليم العالي. يعني they're attested by the Higher Education Council here in Bahrain. So it's very important. So yes, the BIBF is an institute. بس مثل ما وضحت لكم قبل إحنا institute لكن في عدة أقسام وكل قسم has different programs to cater to the needs of its own students. فمثلا إحنا عندنا قسم البانكينج، عندنا قسم اسمه accounting and finance، عندنا قسم اسمه الانشورنس، الإسلامك فاينانس، وإحنا في القسم الأكاديمي إحنا نقدم البرامج اللي يستفيد منها خريجين المدارس اللي في البحر. تمام؟ إنزين. So our academic areas. احنا البروجرامز اللي عندنا يتقسمون حق 3 أجزاء. Okay. Sometimes it lags, I'm sorry. إنزين، فالبروجرامز اللي عندنا يتجزئون حق 3 أجزاء. عندنا أول شيء نبتدي بالفاونديشن يير، عندنا فاونديشن بروجرام. فاونديشن بروجرام إذا إحنا نسميه البي اي بي اف International Foundation Program. مين ممكن يقدم عليه؟ خريجين المدارس، اوكي، خريجين المدارس اللي عندهم الدبلومة من المدرسة ممكن يدشون الفاونديشن يير عشان يكون تأسيس. بعد الفاونديشن عندكم الأندر جرادويت بروجرام عشان تحصلون على البكالوريوس، ومنها عندنا جامعتين they're international universities اللي هم البانجر يونيفرسيتي واليونيفرسيتي اوف لندن. حق الطلاب اللي تخرجوا مع البكالوريوس يبون يسوون الماجستير، بعد عندنا احنا برامج من UK and America for their international qualifications from abroad. عندنا جامعتين DePaul University and University of Strathclyde. طبعا بنركز عليهم احنا في السلايدز اللي بيجون ان شاء الله. انزين، so what is the foundation program? So the BIBF International Foundation Program is a year-long program. وفي البروجرام نفسه هو bridging the gap between high school and university. اوكي، فمنها يتعلم الطالب المبادئ اللي يحتاجها، الفاندمنتالز، the skills, the knowledge، عشان لما ينتقل لمرحلة التخصص يكون جاهز. فبيتعلم المبادئ في الفاونديشن. في الفاونديشن يير يستفيد منها الطلاب عشان شنو بعد؟ يتعرفون على الجامعة، البوليسيز، يتعرفون على طلبة ممكن يكونون صداقات تتم للأبد. فهاي الأشياء اللي بيستفيدون منها الطلبة في الفاونديشن يير. شنو يميز الفاونديشن عندنا بعد؟ بنناقشه in the following slides. الحين شو المواد اللي احنا نقدمها في الفاونديشن يير؟ طبعا في ساعات في misinterpretation إنه الفاونديشن بس بيغطي الإنجليش. That's not right. فاونديشن في البي اي بي اف بيغطي لكم fundamental knowledge في different business areas، مثل بتاخذون introduction to economics, introduction to math, introduction to statistics, principles of accounting, emerging business trends، وبعد بتاخذون English related subjects عشان يعلمونكم you don't plagiarize, you reference correctly، مثل academic study skills. البزنس English يعلمكم terminologies you need حق البزنس world، وعندكم بعد الacademic writing presentation skills. بهالشكل يعطيكم صورة كاملة واضحة أساس لما تنتقلون لمرحلة الميجر تكونوا already عندكم الباك جراوند نوليدج. إنزين، شنو يميز البروجرام اللي عندنا؟ شنو يميز البي اي بي اف International Foundation Program؟ اللي يميز البروجرام is that it's recognized by the UK NERIC. What does this mean؟ حق الطلبة اللي يبون يسوون الفاونديشن يير هني في البحرين في البي اي بي اف وحابين ينتقلون UK عشان يتخصصون هناك في مجال. ليش؟ لأنه we are recognized by the UK NERIC، وعندنا اتفاقية مع عدة جامعات في UK، منها اللي listed هني عندنا في اللي عندكم مثل University of Leeds, Cardiff University, University of Sheffield, Sussex and Reading. وعندنا لسه أكثر من كذي حق الطلاب اللي يبون يدرسون الفاونديشن هني في البحرين ويبون ينتقلون to UK. they can do it من غير ما يعيدون الفاونديشن هناك as long as it is within the business discipline. فإذا لا علاقة بالبزنس you can start there without doing your foundation all over again. إنزين. So what happens after foundation year؟ حين تخرجتوا من المدرسة حصلتوا شهادتكم الدبلوم تخرج. What happens after doing the foundation؟ سويتوا الفاونديشن خلصتوا، شو يصير next؟ Okay, so we have two options for you. في البي اي بي اف عقب ما تخلصون الفاونديشن we have two university programs. They are international programs، يعني معناتها تدرسون هني في البحرين بس الشهادة بتي من برا ما بينذكر فيها بي اي بي اف. Okay, so we have two university programs. We have the Bangor University program, which offers you two main majors: a bachelor's in accounting and finance and a bachelor's in banking and finance. We also have a bachelor's in banking and finance with a minor in Islamic finance. طبعاً الطلاب اللي يدرسون accounting and finance لما يتخرجون تقدرون تشتغلون في أي مؤسسة، مو بس حتى بنك. ليش؟ لأن كل شركة، كل entity تحتاج accountant عشان إنها تقدر تستمر، عشان succeeds، عشان thrives. That's one thing. Another thing, خريجين banking and finance, where do they end up? They end up working at any department in any bank. حتى الطلبة اللي مسوين minor في الإسلامك they end up having exposure learning the differences between Islamic financing and conventional banks. they'll have these two options available for them. طبعا احنا عندنا خريجين يشتغلون في عدة أماكن وطبعا we'll touch upon it at a later point. عندنا the other option is the University of London وينضم تحته Bachelor's in Economics and Management. So what does the Bangor University Valid Program offer? شنو نقدم لكم؟ شو الفرق بين البروجرامز الموجودين؟ اوكي طبعا بداية البروجرام certificate بتي من UK. So yes, you'll be studying here at BIBF, but the degree itself will be issued by UK, by the Bangor University في بريطانيا. إنزين احنا البانجر يونيفرسيتي معترف ان هي معروف عنها ان we achieved academic excellence. Bangor University received first in the UK and was ranked 25th worldwide for its research in banking. وغير عن كذي بعد its top 50 leading UK universities. فهذا الشيء اكيد يعطينا احنا pride. Another thing is البروجرام نفسه يعطيكم diversity. شنو معناته؟ معناته ان الطالب يقدر يدرس هني كل السنوات او يقدر يدرس اخر سنه في UK. فهاي الشيء يعطي international exposure. You get to meet different students, different nationality. You get the exposure, independence. So you can do that through this program. Okay. Another thing is that we offer you innovative learning. غير عن traditional learning, you'll also be exposed to applied sciences. يعني البروجرام نفسه embedded within the program is the dealing room course. We offer you dealing room course اللي هو it mimics اللي موجود في البحرين بورس. you'll learn how to deal and trade in the capital markets. فلما تتخرجون يكون عندكم خبرة بعد تدريبية مو بس خبرة classes وبس لا. فاحنا already يعني ما شاء الله احنا وايد we get calls من البنوك ويمدحون خريجينا ويقولون لنا ما شاء الله توهم متخرجين بس يتكلمون كانهم experts. وهاي الشيء اللي احنا نطمح له. انزين بعد what makes us different؟ نتكلم ان البروجرام نفسه طريقته الستراكشر مال المواد اللي بتاخذونها تهيئ ان الطالب يتخرج ويكون عنده السكيلز يكون a leader. So you become a leader. You'll have entrepreneurship skills. عندنا وايد خريجين اليوم أسسوا لهم شركات، أسسوا لهم businesses، حتى applications. I'm not sure that تستعملون هالapplication. أكيد the guys might use it. عندكم ملاعب app. ياسر he's the person who اللي أسس الapplication وهو خريجنا. فعندنا وايد good examples وإحنا دائما نحفزهم when we try to post about them لأن their success stories are amazing. غير عن كذي your faculty, the teaching faculty are within the field. يعني they're practitioners, they're bankers. فالمعلومات اللي تاخذونها the knowledge اللي بتاخذونها تستفيدون منها تتعلمون عن local markets والinternational markets. فبتستفيدون وايد من هالأشياء. حتى لما تتخرجون الطريقة اللي بتتكلمون فيها بتلاحظون روحكم you're professionals already تعرفون what's going on in the market internationally and locally as well. زين what else? طبعا when you complete a degree here we open up the doors for you to do or achieve your professional qualifications طبعا in line with the Bachelor's in Accounting and Finance. بيكون عندكم ACCA certification واللي هي professional qualification. فدائما الطالب ما يوقف الدراسة يكمل الباتشلرز وبيكون عنده مجال يسوي either masters or either حتى اللي هو professional qualifications which we also offer. I'm going to hand it over to my colleague الحين آية وبتشرح لكم أكثر عن ال University of London program.
Okay, so إنزين بتسمعوني؟
إي نعم نسمعك أختي آية.
Is it loud and clear?
Yes, it is.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
تفضلي.
So سامحوني شوي chicken nuggets فيعني ما أقدر أتحكى نفس نور بس okay يعني. Is it so? University of London is my baby. I love this program so much لأن البروجرام وايد صعب بس it's very rewarding. من ناحية شنو؟ أول شيء the University of London program is very well known. إنزين. It is one of the top universities in the UK, ranked second globally. It's you only have 30 accredited teaching centers all over the world. والحمدلله احنا في البحرين the BIBF is one of those 30 all over the world. عندنا world leading research, which basically means إن الجامعة helps you with conducting your own research. There have been even times where they've helped students financially with conducting these researches. طبعاً, some of the graduates of the University of London program have been Nobel Prize winners. The University of London program, again, because it's worldwide, الالومناي الناس اللي تخرجوا من الجامعة are from all over the world. So you get to know different people from different parts of the world and get to be culturally exposed while in the comfort of being at home. So okay, so your explanation is so good, teacher Noor. Oh, thank you. Okay, so if we could go to the next slide. معالي عطونا بس شوي زين. So بنتكلم شوي عن ال University of London program. شوي مختلف عن ال Bangor program. ليش؟ لأن so the Bangor program is strictly Bangor, but the University of London program is two parts. شلون؟ إن your university experience is from University of London, بس المواد الدراسية من جامعة اسمها London School of Economics. So for the London School of Economics, it's actually even harder. It's tougher. So this is the difference between it. So Bangor is strictly Bangor, but University of London is a blend between two universities. In a sense, كل المواد الدراسية نفس ما قلت لكم from LSE, بس الشهادة بتي من University of London. Okay? دور BIBF is we are supposed to provide you with the learning experience. So if it's the campus, it's about teaching and it's about meeting colleagues and friends. أهم شيء in all your university's experience is that you meet people. هاي أهم شيء. Take it from me, تخرجت من الجامعة, some of my best friends are not people from school, but actually uni. فلو I never met my friends in uni, I wouldn't be the person I am today. فأهم شيء and you have an amazing university experience, and we hope to provide that for you one day. So الحين يمكن قاعدين تفكرون إذن you have two universities, Bangor University of London. الحين شلون بختار؟ يعني أنا للحين ما أعرف أبي banking أبي economics، شلون بدرس؟ يمكن the differences between them will help you decide what will be better. So University of Bangor, it's like school. So شلون؟ You get midterms and you have final exams. فالامتحانات طوال السنة, you're fine. University of London is different. Different how is until بتدرسون for a whole year, بعدين على نهاية السنة بتمتحنون. 100% of your overall mark بيكون على one final exam for each subject. Bangor, لا. مادة واحدة you will get different exams and different tests, فدرجاتكم تتوزع. Last thing is that Bangor University انتوا آخر سنة تقدرون تروحون هناك. تقدرون تروحون تسافرون to the UK إذا تبون. University of London, because they have teaching centers, you cannot study abroad. You can only apply to another teaching center. So basically, it's either you stay in Bahrain or apply to another teaching center from the 30 available worldwide. But Bangor University is you can actually go to the university itself and experience that. فهاي the main differences between both the universities. But the degrees are very important. وأنا أنصح إن إذا مثلاً قاعدين تفكرون في University of London, the degree is economics and management. ترى degree is very strong نفس ما قلت في الساعة, وترى بتستفيدون وايد. subjects اللي أنتم بتدرسونها في University of London ترى they're very different from one another. You get to learn about sociology, you get to learn about human resources, you get to learn about What else can you learn about? International political economy, international relations. So المواد are very different and very diverse, and you would learn a lot from it. Do they both offer 3 major? So BIBF currently, we offer these 3 bachelor degrees. Bangor University, مع إن it's 2 bachelor degrees, بس التخصصات are accounting, banking, with a 3rd offering is Islamic finance. You can do the Islamic finance your first 2 years. وثالث سنة you would focus on banking. فبتتخرجون with a BSc in banking and finance, but your diploma would be in Islamic finance. So if we move to the next slide.
There's a question.
A. Could UOL be compared to A levels regarding how tough it is? Yes, it's almost in the same level. Best if you pick up the pace إذا أنت تبتدي تدرس surf. لو أنت تبتدين تدرسين من البداية وتلحقين على روحك, you will be fine. It's not as hard as it is. Best you need to be someone who studies. So we have a question for the integrated course of ACCA, which specialization would be best to choose? So حاليا for ACCA, what the best option would be was to go through the Bangor University program and select your accounting degree. The accounting degree would be the best because it would offer you the most exemptions out of the rest of the degrees. So for example, economics and management would probably not offer you as many exemptions because ACCA has approximately 14 subjects. It wouldn't offer you that much, but the accounting could offer you up to 9 subjects exemptions.
Zahra Shikar has a question as well.
زهرة عندك سؤال؟
إيه إذا إحنا طلبة إذا إحنا طلبة IB لازم ناخذ الفاونديشن year بعد؟
We will touch upon it in a bit. الحين جايكم في السلايدز. We'll explain it.
Okay, so after you're done with uni, خلاص خلصتوا جامعة, you got your bachelor's degree, what do you do next? There are many things you can do. You can join the workforce طبعا and start your job. You can build your own business. You can pursue a master's degree or a professional degree like ACCA. وأهم شيء, you keep active. And what we mean by keeping active is focusing on your hobbies, what you like to do, what you don't like to do. Touch on the things that you find difficult because it will benefit you a lot in the years to come. So when you join the workforce, alhamdulillah, BIBF has a very strong network of different banks and organizations. فإحنا we help our students get internships if they want, or if they're looking for certain opportunities at certain places. When it comes to building a business, طبعا because we're in touch with a lot of places in Bahrain, إحنا نساعدكم in how to build your business, how to start it. We've worked with a lot of places like Hope Fund and Temkeen, we can always guide you in the right direction. As for the postgraduate degrees, إحنا نفس ما my colleague Noor قالت, إحنا we have degrees من بريطانيا ومن أمريكا. Hopefully these can also help you if you're interested. And yeah, so I think we'll move it on to Noor عشان هي she can take you through the rest. And thank you so much.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, أنا عبالي إن أنا خلصت بس لا طلع لا. Okay. So الحين let's talk about postgraduate degrees for a minute. The postgraduate degrees اللي هم the master's degrees. We have DePaul University. DePaul University is an American university, and it offers an MBA, which is Business Administration, MSHR, which is Human Resources, and MSF, which is Finance. طبعا DePaul University has been around for almost 20 years in Bahrain. فالشهادة وايد معروفة ووايد قوية الحمد لله. And we've had over 800 graduates in Bahrain. So it's 13th largest private non-profit university in the United States. So alhamdulillah, DePaul University's MBA has been rated top tier 1 by CEO magazine في 2017. فالحين الماسترز ديجري شلون؟ بعد نفس الشيء، الشهادة تي من USA. فأنتوا بتدرسون على يد مدرسين جايين من الجامعة هناك. They come to Bahrain and deliver the courses to you, and you get to do your exams in Bahrain, but your certificate comes in from the US. الشهادة الثانية اللي عندنا أو the other master's degree that we have is from University of Strathclyde. So University of Strathclyde عندنا two things. One, which is an MBA. Well, MBA is it's a basic but very crucial and important master's degree if you're looking into it. And the other one would be strategic fintech. So if you start to read and see this life of crypto, high الأشياء, you're getting into the world of fintech. So our master's degree from Strathclyde University is in strategic fintech. Again, Strathclyde has also been in Bahrain for more than 20 years. It's one of the top 10 UK universities for business research. It's the only triple accredited university in Scotland. Yani, the list goes on and on and on for Strathclyde. But if you think about doing a master's degree from Strathclyde University, that would be an amazing thing to have in your belt. I think we have Danya.
How many years of studying economics does it take a graduate?
Okay, so it takes any time between 3 to 4 years. If you are مثلا you're taking A levels or you're doing your IB, full IB, then the University of London program will take 3 years. But if you're not taking any of them, then you would do 4 years, so a year in foundation, and then 3 years of the program, inshallah. I think Muhammad has his hand up as well.
Yes, my question is, do you guys offer any programs in biomedical engineering?
Unfortunately, engineering is not within our field because the BIBF is a banking and finance institution. So we focus a lot on anything in the business sense or financial sector sense. So engineering is currently not upon from our offerings.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so back to me. So we'll be discussing our enrollment process as well. So what do you need to do to prepare? So let's say you'd want to apply, you'll need to prepare your papers. Now it's fine because we know that you didn't graduate yet. So اللي ما تخرجتوا, don't worry, it's okay. You can still apply. تقدروا تقدمون أوراقكم. الأوراق اللي بتحتاجونها عشان تكملون تقديمكم راح يكون graduation طبعا diploma, your high school diploma from a public or a private school, a graduation statement from the Ministry of Education in Bahrain. You will need your WAL certificate, your transcripts, evidence of English proficiency. So you will need to either do your IELTS, so an IELTS score of 6 to enter the foundation program, or if you want to, or you aspire to enter the foundation year, وتبون مثلا after the foundation you want to join the Bangor program, then there is an alternative to the IELTS. The alternative to the IELTS is when you're at the foundation year, remember when I mentioned there are some subjects that focuses on English, such as the business English, academic study skills, academic writing presentation skills. You will need to achieve a 60% in the business English in the foundation, 50% in the academic study skills, 50% in the academic writing presentation skills to be able to be exempted from the IELTS, or it will be account as it would be equivalent to the IELTS if you wish to continue after the foundation to the Bangor University program. If you, after the foundation program, you'd want to do the University of London program, then you still need to do your IELTS UKVI of 6. Okay, what other documents do you need? A letter of good conduct from your high school and a medical report. So any university that is approved and is considered under the Higher Education Council's umbrella اللي هي من يعني it's تحت مظلة التعليم العالي. It would require you to have a medical report لما تقدمون حق الجامعة. شنو في الميديكال ريبورت؟ الميديكال ريبورت بس بيكون فيه فحص نظر وضغط الدم بس. Nothing else. So eyesight and blood pressure. Okay. What do you need بعد in addition to that? You need a copy of your passport, a copy of your CPR, and 2 photos. And then, how do you apply? Let's say you'd want to complete your application. You'll have different ways to apply. Either visit our website, which is on our screen at the moment. So you can visit our website, go to the application process, upload the documents. You'll have the list of documents there. You can upload them and send it. Let's say you didn't complete your documents. That's fine. We fully understand. احنا نعرف ان انتم ما تخرجتوا فاي شيء عندكم اياه حاليا من الاوراق اللي ذكرتها تقدرون تقدمونها واحنا automatically بنطرش لكم acknowledgement letter وبشرح لكم الحين. الطريقة الثانية للتقديم هي تطرشون لنا ايميل والايميل موجود بعد على السكرين. اول ما تطرشون لنا ايميل بنرد عليكم ويا الابلكيشن فورم وطريقة الدفع. غير عن كذي تقدرون تجون عندنا الكامبس. طبعا الكامبس مالنا الحين احنا في بحرين بي فكامبس جديد بالعكس احنا نستانس ونتشرف ان تجونا فنقدر نكمل your application on spot. فهاي 3 طرق اللي عندنا حق الابلكيشن process. Okay, so مثل ما قلت لكم if you applied and if you have missing documents, what's gonna happen is that we will issue an acknowledgement letter. An acknowledgement letter will state which documents are currently missing and that you need to complete. When that happens, you just need to email us gradually. أي شيء عندكم أوراق تكملونها طرشون لي على الإيميل شوي شوي لما نكمل application. كملت الapplication, what happens next? When you complete your application, we will then issue you your acceptance letter وبعدين نقدر نبتدي في قصة التسجيل. Okay. الحين we had lots of questions for students who are full IB, A-levels, BTech, CBSE. Okay, so if you do have these qualifications, it means that you can actually start majoring instead of doing the foundation. So the foundation you'd be exempted and you can start majoring directly. To qualify as an exemption from the foundation, you'll need to have full IB of points 24 and above, A-levels with a minimum score of C, so 3 A-levels, minimum score of C, and then CBSE students, you will need to have a minimum of 65% and an English score of 70%. So when looking at it, otherwise اللي يخلصون طبعا foundation بديشون عندنا they major directly. So عقب foundation بتسوونه. لكن إذا الطلبة you have full IB, A-levels, BTech, CBSE, then you would qualify as an exemption. طبعا we usually once we receive your certificates, we would send it to the mother university for approval as well. Okay. Okay. So what differentiates our university and our offerings? Okay. As we mentioned throughout the presentation, the degrees, these are samples of our degrees, the qualifications that بتحصلهم. Yes, you'll study at the BIBF, regardless whether you choose to do your full years here in Bahrain or the final year in UK, this will be your degree one day. So if you wish to complete a degree here, your degree itself will come from the UK, from the mother university, and it is recognized and attested by the Higher Education Council here in Bahrain. يعني شهادة بتجي من برا، الشهادة مصدقة من التعليم العالي. زين. صراحة هاي شيء وايد أفتخر فيه إن إحنا our graduates they're employable within 86% يتوظفون. سوينا survey السنة اللي طافت على نهاية أول ما تخرجوا الطلبة after 3 months 60% after 3 months of graduation they were able to get a job. It gives us great pride. We have lots of calls. إحنا because we're governed by the central bank and because of our strong connection with the banks in the Kingdom of Bahrain, the confidence in our programs are high. They know the quality of programs that we offer you. فما شاء الله نحصل مكالمات من NBB, ABC, Arab Bank, Investcorp, different organizations دائما they seek our graduates لأن the quality of graduates مالنا ما شاء الله عليهم they're ready for the job market. فيدشون بقوة حق الجوب market and they excel. غير عن كذي what do we provide you as a program مثل ما ذكرت لكم قبل we offer you a dealing room program, a simulation program. إحنا الجامعة الوحيدة في الميدل إيست that we provide you with this dealing room program embedded within your curriculum. It's similar to Bahrain Bourses. It's a simulation similar to what is offered there, and you will learn all about how you deal in the capital markets, and it's very interactive, fun, and you learn a lot. In addition to that, we offer you over 600 programs, seminars, conferences that are free of charge for students. So we have conferences, seminars that you have free access to as a student. Okay, these are some testimonials we received from actual organizations in Bahrain about our graduates and quality of graduates. You can give it a read. We have a very strong market connections I've mentioned. We offer our students internship and job opportunities. And our programs not only offer you theoretical knowledge, but we have a blend of academics, professional competencies. So when you graduate, you will have not only that theoretical knowledge, but you will have you'll become professionals in the industry. We also have some testimonials from our graduates. So Fatma al-Bastigi, mashallah. We have Abdurrahman, Hela Bouzaboun. We know our students by heart because we have an open door policy. Students come and go, and we really help them and shape them for the future. They're very much successful. وهذه some of the testimonials that we received. We counsel our students, we prepare them for the job markets, make sure that we support them حتى after ما they graduate. مو بس تتخرجوا ننسى عنكم. No, that's not true. We fight till you get a job, till you settle in, till you're fine. We support students who aspire to become entrepreneurs, and we connect them to incubators. مثل ما قالت Aya, we have market connections and we can connect them to Tamkeen, Hope Fund, different organizations. Our latest achievements include طبعا we signed an MOU with NBB. ليش؟ عشان نتأكد أن طلبتنا لما يتخرجون طلبتنا طبعا first class honors, second class honors, they would get internship opportunities right away. So احنا نبي ندعم and we support our students to get employed after graduation. That is our aim. So we increase employability by signing an MOU with NBB and by signing an MOU with Hope Fund to increase students' mindset when it comes to entrepreneurship as well. You can see the last picture on the slide, but our students, they won the first place in the Hope Fund University competition, which supports entrepreneurship. So that's something to give us pride in as well. Okay, so fun stuff coming your way. This is our new campus, طبعا. We have moved from our Jufair campus. We're now located in Bahrain Bay. So these are actual images. These are actual photos of our building. We are located next to the financial harbor. This is our main building, the reception area, the customer service area. We have the cafe, the library. طبعا all the classes will overlook the sea. So it's and it's glass all around. So it's amazing. This is our auditorium, the classrooms, the sitting areas as well. Our majlis, our student lounge, and our dealing room. Some more pictures. And yes, we're ready to take your questions. So do you have any questions? I think I'll just emphasize on a few things. The foundation program, yes, it's 1 year. It's divided into 2 semesters, semester 1 and 2. Semester 1 always starts in September, ends in January. Semester 2 starts February, ends in June. You'll take 4 subjects in each semester once you complete your foundation. In a similar sense, you will do the Bangor program. Now, the Bangor program, to graduate, you'll have to do a total of 4 years, including the foundation. If you're exempted from the foundation, you'll do 3 years, and you can choose to do 3 years in Bahrain, final year in UK. And it's in the same sense, in the same manner, you'll do 2 semesters in each year, and you'll take on 4 subjects in each semester, and you'll be assessed during the semester. The University of London, as my colleague Aya mentioned, it is 1 year long, and you'll take 4 to 5 subjects in the full year. You'll learn about really fun topics, and at the end of the year, you'll be assessed. So these are the programs in a nutshell. We'll take your questions. Hamed, how can we help you? محمد.
I think his hand was raised earlier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
زينب.
متأخر يوم حكي التقديم.
اوكي احنا الابلكيشن مالنا فاتحينه طول السنه. You can apply at any point. بس إذا أنت تبي تقدمين حق September, if you want to apply for September, you'll need to start applying. ليه عندك ليه آخر point ليه أغسطس نهاية أغسطس لأن مثل ما قلت لكم السمستر بيبتدي في سبتمبر. كل بداية فصل يكون في سبتمبر. فإحنا الapplication process is open all year long. بس عندك ليه نهاية أغسطس. Okay. Do you have any other questions?
So Noor, someone is asking, which IELTS is acceptable, academic or general?
Okay, academic.
The academic IELTS is acceptable.
Yes.
What about scholarships?
Okay, good question. What we have at the moment عندنا waivers شلون حق الطلبة اللي يبون 90s and above بيكون عندكم 10% off of the foundation year. So any student who is eligible for the foundation year ويجيب 90 and above, you will receive 10% off of the foundation. When it comes to the University of London, we offer 50% waivers. بس طبعا University of London targets بعد dedicated students. Put that in mind. You need to put lots of effort for this program. In terms of scholarships, we different entities that support us in terms of scholarships. عندكم the Ministry of Education. You have المبادرة الخليفية as well, so the MKF. You have these two organizations that could support your scholarships.
So the waivers are only for foundation?
No, so waivers would be for foundation year as well as the University of London program. The University of London program بيكون فيه 50% waiver from year 1 to graduation.
Okay.
But the Bangor program ما بيكون فيه waivers. ليش؟ أصلاً هو لأنه it's not as costly if you're looking at it in a sense that you're attaining an international qualification. So we're not actually charging extras, we're just covering it. You know what I mean? So there isn't, if you compare it, there isn't, it's yeah, you have two ways into looking at it. You'll be attaining an international qualification. It's not a degree that's issued from Bahrain. It's an international degree. Another thing to look at is that yeah, so that was my point.
Okay, so someone is asking, if I get a score of 24 or higher as an IB student, will I be exempted from other requirements such as IELTS, as well as exempt me from foundation year?
Okay, so as I've mentioned earlier, if you have full IB and you received a point 24 points or above, you would be exempted from the foundation. But as any UK university degree, they would still need an IELTS assessment to look into the English proficiency because we're not native English speakers, right? That's the reason why you still need to do it because yes, we're offering the program, but we also follow the rules and regulations that are offered in the mother university. The rules are you need to do your IELTS, but the IB would be equivalent to your foundation. So that's fine, but you still need to do your IELTS.
Okay, there is a question. If they select the banking and finance degree, what job opportunities would they have available?
Okay, طبعا at the end of the day كل أرزاق but you when completing a bachelor's in banking and finance, you can end up working at any bank, be it an Islamic bank, conventional bank, any department, and you're not only banks, you can work in the financial sector as well. So we have graduates working in CBB, Takaful, banks across the region, organizations, not only locally, but also internationally. We have so many graduates that are not based in Bahrain as well, Saudi, UAE. So these are all opportunities that are available for you. We always encourage students to attain a higher grade. يعني مثلا if you have a first class or a second class upper qualification درجاتكم عالية, we can support you further. نقدر نساعدكم أكثر من ناحية التوظيف. دائما الطالب المتفوق سهل عليه إنه يحصل له وظيفة وإحنا ندعمه أكيد. التقديم ممكن يكون عن طريق الإيميل، عن طريق الموقع، اللي يريحك whatever you want. حتى تبي تجي عندنا تقدر تروح الموقع تحجز معنا تاريخ وممكن تجي عندنا حتى، فعندك أكثر من طريقة.
Can you talk more about the fees?
Okay, so let's talk about the fees as well. There are different fees. I'll discuss the foundation and Bangor University fees, and my colleague Aya can also cover and help me with the University of London. So when it comes to the foundation, year 1, year 2, the fees will be the same. The fees will be paid through semesters, not on an annual basis. It's 2000 BD per semester. There are 2 semesters in a year. So معناته في التوتال في السنة الواحدة 4000 دينار. So it's 4000 BD for the full year. There are no hidden costs. There's going to be, in addition to that, there's going to be labs or books, but that's not going to be costly. You can also pay through installments. So during the semester, you can pay the payment, you divide it into two installments. So instead of paying 2000 at once, you can pay the 1000 at the beginning of the semester. ما تسمع شيء؟ كلكم ما تسمعون شيء ولا بس انت الوحيد اللي ما تسمعين شيء؟
نقدر نسمع.
اوكي perfect. انزين كنا نتكلم عن الفيز ف you can pay through 2 installments السمستر وفي الميد سمستر. اوكي فهاي طريقة الدفع تكون. I hope this was okay. طبعا نفس الطريقة من foundation year 1 year 2 نفس الرسوم. اللهم آخر سنة دراسية راح تفرق لو كانت في البحرين ولا كانت في UK أكيد. لو كانت في البحرين حق السنة كاملة 6000 سنة كاملة ف 3000 per semester. لو كانت في UK طبعا التكاليف تفرق ف it will be بيكون roughly 7500 BD for the tuition fees. غير عن كذي راح يكون في accommodation fee حق السكن. So it's going to be approximately like roughly 2000 but there are other options available. And pocket money. So you have these options. Aya can cover the University of London as well.
Yeah, so the University of London is again 3 years, excluding foundation. Our previous fees was the same as foundation and Bangor University اللي هو 4000 دينار في السنة تقريبا. ولكن في additional costs. لأن الامتحانات وكل شيء تيجي من جامعة لندن ف we have to try and even out the fees. فاللي صار is we now offer a 50% waiver of the BIBF fees. Instead of it being 4,000 dinars a year, it is now 2,000 BD a year for BIBF. There are also extra costs that you must cover with the university directly for your exams and your subjects, but it would not, it doesn't exceed over an extra 900 to 1,000 BD. So let's say in year 1, you would be paying a total for your first year, 3,000 BD, and then year 2 and year 3 would be approximately 2,500, 2,700. So nothing above that range. طبعا University of London, they have a 7% increase in their fees annually. الدراسة كلها تقريبا 5 سنين لا 4 إذا ويا foundation. let's say إذا أنت بتتخرج من a government school معناته أنت ما بيكون عندك IB ولا بيكون عندك A levels فمعناته أنت لازم تدش foundation. إذا أنت بتتخرج من مدرسة خاصة و you're doing IB or you're doing A levels or you're doing a CBSE, then we would have to see your scores. We can exempt you from foundation depending على السكور. الدراسة أونلاين ولا حضوري حالياً إحنا we're doing virtual learning لكن حق academic year the upcoming academic year we're not sure. It depends على الأوضاع حالياً في البحرين. فإن شاء الله let's hope that everybody can return back to normal يا رب.
Anyway, we have this campus, it's an amazing campus, but we look around and we can't wait to have students back إن شاء الله. إن شاء الله الأوضاع تتحسن.
يا رب إن شاء الله.
And we also have a few questions here.
Yes.
السمستر الواحد كم مدته؟ طبعا احنا السمستر يكون من سبتمبر لجانوري and then February till June. فيكون هاي الفترة تكون وطبعا يكون عندكم break after your exams يكون عندكم break في winter break ويكون عندكم another break في summer. ففي هالفترة أنا أقول لكم استغلوا الفرصة سووا internships عشان تطورون من روحكم ويور سي في. طبعا هاي شيء انا اعطيها نصيحه لكل الطلاب عشان انا وقت تخرجتوا يكون عندكم ادفانتج. بعد عندنا صح Naveen, you asked a question. So Bangor University Foundation year 1, yes, the fees is all to 4,000 for the Bangor program, but the final year will be different to 6,000 for, yes, you're right.
About American schools without IB or IGCSEs, unfortunately,
It's the same way.
you'd have to do foundation.
Yeah,
Yes.
so if you have an American diploma, American high school diploma, then you'd still need to do it because IB A-level, it's exempt students from foundation because it's equivalent. However, a high school degree is not equivalent to a university degree. So there is a difference there. That's why. هل في منح للمتفوقين من صوب الجامعة؟ احنا ما عندنا منح، لكن عندنا مثل ما خبرتكم عندنا waivers، فيكون في تخفيض في مبلغ 10% حق الفاونديشن، وعندنا 50% حق University of London.
وطبعا انتم تقدرون تقدمون على المبادرة الخليفية if you'd like to gain some scholarship opportunities. عندكم طبعا Ministry of Education. There are many places where you can start applying for scholarships or scholarship opportunities, and of course BIBF can accept these.
في بعض الأسئلة بعد.
We have Danya, she has her hand up.
Oh, go ahead, Danya.
Somebody asked about age restrictions.
No, we don't have an age restriction. The most important part is that you graduate and you have your attestation from the Higher Education Council, you have your diploma from high school. That's it. As long as you have that certificate from the Ministry of Education, you're good to go. Don't worry. Okay. And then
Do you have FinTech?
okay, so what we're currently doing is that we're working on a degree in FinTech, but we did not launch it yet. So I'm afraid that we cannot confirm whether or not we'll launch it anytime soon, but we're working on it.
إذا آخر سنة بدرسها في البحرين كم بيكون مبلغ الرسوم؟
حوالي خلينا نقول حوالي 7,500 حق هذه 2,000 هذه يعني حوالي 15,000 إذا برا البحرين، لأن هني بنحط في بالنا البرسنتج من الدراسة هناك في UK يزيدون الريت مالهم كل سنة. حاليا 7,500 بس حق دراستك برا البحرين. بعدين البوكيت ماني هاي شيء يعتمد. منطقة بانجر وايد هذا منطقة دراسية فما بيكون فيها صرف وايد. بعدين بيكون عندك تكاليف السكن في وايد اوبشنز، بس أنا أعطيك الرينج 2000 وهذه حدود هالمبلغ يعني.
So I got a question. It says, is taking the IELTS only beneficial for dropping foundation year? The IELTS does not drop you from the foundation year. What will help exempt you from foundation year is if you have the academic, let's say, diplomas or degrees necessary to drop it. So مثل ما نور قالت يا full IB يا A levels أو CBSE. So one of these three, or حتى I believe BTech,
CBSE, IB, A levels. هذين ممكن يعادلون لكم حق الفاونديشن. الIELTS, the foundation year. Remember when at the start of the presentation when I started, I said foundation year will not cover English only. It will cover accounting, economics, math, statistics. IELTS only covers English, so there is no way you'd get exemption from that. I know it's confusing because there are lots of words, but IELTS is a requirement for students who wish to enter the foundation program, and then foundation program, or who wish to enter the Bangor University program or University of London. الفاونديشن طبعا إذا بتخلصون الفاونديشن بتدشون البانجر يونيفرسيتي في alternative، في حل بديلي. الحل البديلي يكون في الفاونديشن نفسه في مواد تاخذونها اللي هي كل واحد بياخذها، ما بيكون في اضافات في المنهج، نفس المواد بس بتكون تركز على الانجليش، في برسنتجز معينين لازم تجيبونهم عشان يعفيكم من الايلتس بس.
Yes. So 4 years for Bangor 2 هو Bangor University is 3 years, University of London is 3 years. either program is 3 years. But the idea is, do you need to take foundation ولا لا? So in the UK يسمون foundation يعني يسمونه year 0 أو يسمونه مثلا foundation or فإن it's either you do foundation with the program for 4 years you get exempted. Okay. What else?
They're such good questions, صراحة, very good questions. So anyone else has any question? Very good questions. You're very interactive. I'm very happy.
Do I, if I'm taking half IB, do I still need to take foundation? If it's half IB, you will need to take foundation, and you don't meet the full requirements of skipping. How many years for ACCA?
So it depends on the exemption.
Yeah, so ACCA again is 14 modules. So if you're just doing ACCA without having a degree, for example, you don't have a BSc degree and you're directly going to do ACCA, it takes anywhere between 3 to 4 years as well to complete, because you have 14 subjects, and it's quite difficult to do. And the examination period is 2 periods for شوي difficult, yeah. Yes. In foundation.
Is there intro to economics? Then in you when there is yet again, you're also subject be removed. Okay, so for the foundation year, we prepare you. We were in the foundation. We're gonna prepare you for the fundamentals. يعني بتاخدون الأساسيات في الفاونديشن. بعدين بتبنون عليهم في البachelors. يعني right now في الفاونديشن you learn the basics, but when you enter the degree itself بتتعمقون فيها. الحلو في البرنامج البريطاني إنه بتتعمقون في المجال نفسه. إذا حبيتوا المجال you will dive deep. You will learn all about the major itself. فمثل ما قالت آية, the University of London بيتعمق في economics. So you learn all disciplines related to that. That's the difference. فما بيكون في إعفاء من مادة لمادة. They're basics, different levels. Foundation, basic level, year 1 يكثر أكثر لما تتخرجون. إنزين. في بعض الأسئلة لها علاقة بالUniversity of London. Do you want to take it, Aya?
So we have حاليا okay. So في سوق العمل. Okay. حاليا actually الحمد لله عندنا الاثنين اللي يتخرجون من بانجر واللي يتخرجون من University of London, الاثنين ما شاء الله عليهم قاعدين يتوظفون وبشكل سريع, وإن الحمد لله we have people, يعني employers يسألونا إذا they can have more of them coming in. So المشكلة, it's not really actually a problem. It's actually a blessing. So our Bangor students يتخرجون a different type of mentality, whereas University of London students graduate with a different type of mentality. University of London students when they graduate يدشون أكثر في economics, يدشون أكثر في development, analysts يصيرون. فعندك مثلا اللي تخرجوا من جامعة لندن حاليا مثل فاطمة البستكي حاليا تشتغل في KFH.
كل واحد يضرب الناس.
هي مثل. But we also have a lot of University of London students who are working at Economic Development Bank. So it's a very strong degree. And التوظيف طبعا is for both Bangor and University of London is highly sought out for and appreciated. Alhamdulillah.
في بعض الأسئلة. What are the accounting subjects included in the bachelor's if I'm doing CBSE board?
All of them.
Yeah, so you'll dive deep. You'll do taxation. You will do financial statement analysis. I'm just gonna try to remember some of the subjects, but you'll dive deep. So if you love accounting, this is the place.
It's gonna be all of it. Yeah.
Thank you very much, everybody. مشكورة أختي نور ومشكورة أختي آية. الله يعطيكم العافية. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for your time. ما شاء الله الأسئلة ما زالت you got them really interested. ما شاء الله الأسئلة ورا بعض. الله يعطيكم العافية. I'm sure. Can they ask you? I'm sorry.
Allah يعافيك.
Allah يعافيك. Can they ask you directly if they have any more questions? Can they ask you directly through a website or through an email that you would like to but
Yes. So our
yeah, you
last
can
slide
paste it in the
has-
chat box.
We will use it in our chat
Thank-
box, inshallah. Thank you for the well-organized صراحة, session, and the students were amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, dear, very much. And we really appreciate you being here with us, and we may see you every year, inshallah.